welcome back to our vegan kitchen. It's Veganuary 2023. So we decided let's make something a little bit different. Something exactly the same yet a little bit different. Something familiar but something unknown. Today we're making as if a French onion soup met and fell in love with a little quiche.
Yum.
A vegan one. And gluten-free. So we are going to begin right away. We've got our 2 Vidalia onions here. This one I've already peeled and chopped up. So I peeled the skin off the outside and then I cut it in half. And I chop it this way so that we get some decent sized pieces, because let's say part of the charm of this is the longer pieces of onion in there, but not too long because you don't want to be choking on it. So then after we have our horizontal pieces, we'll just say like half. So we've got our knockoff Always pan over here. And we're going to turn it up. I'm turning it up to medium because medium on this burner is like high on a regular one. So I'm going to put our onion pieces in there. What we're going to be doing is caramelizing the onions. And I know what you're thinking already. You're saying, what? I don't got 45 minutes to caramelize onions. Well, there's an easier way to do it. You just add about a half a cup of water. You bring it up to the boil. You pop your lid on the top. And you let it cook in there for like 5 minutes until the onions are really starting to get a little bit tender. Then I'll show you what happens after that. All right, it's been cooking about 5 to 6 minutes. And now we're ready to take the cover off. And you can see the onions are already starting to get tender. And the reason why we do it this way is because now the sugar is getting extracted from the onion, and the sugar is what causes the caramelization. So we're going to turn down our heat, not all the way to low, but to like a simmer. And we're going to finish off the onions, you know, breaking them up so that there's no big pieces, and just, you know, cooking off all of that liquid, reducing it. And hopefully they should start to brown a little bit and not burn. And we're also going to add some salt and other little seasonings in here. We're using this mixed up salt. It's okay. It's not a Dame DeLuise, but I don't think, and by Dame DeLuise I mean
Paul Prudhomme.
That one I don't feel like is good for like a French onion soup vibe. Like, I feel like just some sea salt and a couple of other little, like, herbs in there is going to be okay for what we want. But make sure there's no, like, giant pieces. So, like, the end part of the onion there that was a little bit hard, make sure you break that up. And this should probably cook for about, I would say, a good 15 to 20 minutes until it gets nice and brown. Oh, look at this.
Ooh, baby.
The onions are really caramelized. You got to scrape that color off the bottom of the pan, but they taste so nice and mellow. I don't like to take mine too dark because I don't want to risk burning them. But once you scrape that all off, it's just so beautiful and
tasty.
It's got a slight sweetness to it, but it's not like a gross sweetness. It's a savory sweetness. So I'm going to put all of these in our mixing bowl here. Alright, we scraped it all out like a little cat scratching in a litter box.
Ew.
So now the rest is fairly simple. You can use like cornstarch to thicken it up. But I like to use chickpea flour because you get a little extra added protein in there. So you don't have to be super exact. It's pretty much anywhere from a half of a cup to a third of a cup, or a third of a cup to a half of a cup, and that will really bind it together really well. I mean, the Just Egg that we're using is also going to be working really well, but I like to add the extra protein. We're also adding in about 2 tablespoons of Nooch because it gives that extra cheesy flavor.
Yum.
We're going to season it with some sea salt. I'm going to do, since we already seasoned the onion, I'm going to do like a tablespoon maybe, or a half to 3/4 of a tablespoon, depending on what your individual taste is for salt. Some people will leave it out completely. That's fine, because the onions are already seasoned. And then we're also going to add in some Vidalia mozzarella shreds. I feel like these are optional. If you want the extra cheesies, that's fine.
We love extra cheese.
If you want to put a different type of cheese in there, that's also fine. It doesn't have to be this one. So that's about 3/4 of a cup. We don't want it to be too much because, yes, go ahead. Because this is made from oil. And that's not the healthiest thing in the world. So we want to watch our oils too. And then we're also going to add in an entire, container of the Just Egg. All right.
Sometimes they can be hard to open
Sometimes
that.
these come off super easy. Sometimes you have to fight it. Fight. Today is the day we fight.
We'll be back.
I had to cut it. So we're just going to add one of these.
Wonderful.
We're going to give it a good mix. My phone says you better. And then I've already got my silicone little muffin cups ready to go. You can do this in a big quiche with a crust. We're gluten-free, or at least I am, so we're doing this with no crust right now. You could probably also do this with like a tortilla, like a corn tortilla situation in a muffin cup or in a big pan. So let me get this mixed, and then we'll start filling up our little cups over here. All right, we're going to fill these up about 2/3 at least because I want them to be pretty uniform. Not because it's going to look better, because cooking-wise, they're all going to cook the same amount of time. So I want to leave some extra so that I can level them off, with my tablespoon there after I fill most of them 2/3 of the way. So we'll get these all filled up, and then we'll be back with oven instructions. All right, you can add a little extra cheese to the top if you really want to be decadent, but as I was making these, I was wondering why they were so small. And in the past, when I have done these, I have added like a cup or so of milk, like oat milk or almond milk or some sort of a plant milk, and that makes it more quiche-like, which is a little bit looser. You can do it without the milk like we're doing it today. It's going to be firmer, more like if you were to make like an omelet cup.
Yum.
Yeah. So Maddie's all for that. But we're about to pop these in the oven at 375. I'm going to say for 25 to 30 minutes. And then we're going to let them cool before we take them out of their little jackets. Bye, y'all. Oh, how beautiful.
Ooh.
So these just came out of the oven. They had a chance to cool. They're more like little egg bites.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you can make them bigger.
I'm excited to try.
More like a quiche type situation, but...
Without further ado.
I
think this one has my name on it.
Okay.
Look, it's there now.
They popped right out of the silicone, too.
It smells really good.
Why, thank you.
Dang. That was a nice burst of flavor.
Ooh, I love the little air pockets in there, too.
That is tasty with those onions.
Oh, ho, ho, ho.
That's a great texture, too.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah, and you don't even need a crust.
Perfect for breakfast, perfect for brunch, perfect on a salad.
Yes. And perfect for lunch, which we're going to have.
Yes, with a salad.
Uh-huh.
All right. Maybe a little mac and cheese on the side.
Absolutely. This is delicious. I can't stop eating it.
I feel like you could mix just about anything with just egg and, have it be okay. Like, what if you mix some of that leftover mac and cheese that we had last night with some just egg and baked it in a little muffin cup with some Yeah.
breadcrumbs or something.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. She can't stop.
I can't stop. I'm sorry. Okay, let me stop. Thank you all so much for watching. This is delicious, so we highly recommend trying it.
Yes.
Let us know what you like to put in your quiche.
Everything.
Your just egg quiche. Yeah. And thank you for watching.
Yes.
Until next time, much love.